like my crown roll light on the ice. Couple bad women treating me right. Diamonds dancing, get the gleam in the light. Feel my nigga, you my nigga for life. Don't forget it, cut with niggas for life. And if it's getting litty, you can hit me whether wrong or you right. I'm coming through, I bust a pole in the pipe. Niggas for life. What up, gang? What it do, my baby? What's happening with y'all, man? True infinity and beyond, you hear me? Hey, bro, True Crew. I hope y'all doing alright out there. I hope y'all doing exceptional out there, you hear me? Exceptional. Bro, today, right now, at the moment, I need y'all to get some popcorn, you know what I'm saying? Post up, and we just about to chill, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can even roll up if you want to. I want to, but I don't feel like going to the store at the moment. And, you know, I'm already here, so we gonna just do our thing. Hold on, let me make some changes, man. I don't like the lighting, bro. That's a little bit better, you hear me? Yeah, like I was saying, today at the moment, y'all get some popcorn, do whatever it takes for y'all to get in y'all little mood. You know what I'm saying? And we about to get into the never-ending beef in Brum. You know what I'm saying? The Burger Bar versus the Johnsons, cuz. I don't know why I'm so extra right now, bro, but yeah, this the Burger Bar versus the Johnsons, man. And I don't know what this gonna be like. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a clue. You know, it sounds different. I ain't never heard of a Burger Bar being a part of established street beef. You hear me? So let's go. Let's see what they on, man.
In Birmingham, and the police officers slapped a fine.
Damn, it just jumped straight in. Huh? Hold on.
It's 1985 in Birmingham, and the police officers slapped a fine notice onto an illegally parked car outside the car. When officers tried to arrest the man, he fled inside the car.
Dog didn't give us no kind of intro, bro. I would appreciate an intro. You threw us straight in the middle of the streets, nigga. Huh? You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, bro. Let me get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I gotta clutch my pearls and shit. Come on, man. Let's see what's happening. This look mad old, bro.
Where other people in the cab started to protect the man. 85 in Birmingham, and the police officers slapped a fine notice onto an illegally parked car outside the car. When officers tried to arrest the man, he fled inside the car, where other people in the cab started to protect the man and throw objects at the policeman. The violence started getting...
Oh, in the cafe. Okay, the calf, got you. Niggas ran up in there, police tried to get him, and the people was with him. They was like, no, fuck the police. We stand with the homies. I get it. Let's go.
Throughout the night, eventually turning into looting and even firebombs, which even resulted in two brothers who owned the local post office being burnt to death. The violence started getting madder throughout the night. Man, he fled inside the car, where other people in the cab started to protect the man and throw objects at the policeman. The violence started getting madder throughout the night, eventually turning into looting and even firebombs, which even resulted in two brothers who owned the local post office being burnt to death. This took place in the Handsworth district of Birmingham, where unemployment was rife, and the large majority of the population was either Caribbean or Asian. This riot breeded a Caribbean gang in the district, which was eventually used to protect each other against the...
Look at them jive turkeys out there playing pool. You know what I'm saying? Them jive turkeys out there playing pool. They don't know what they doing with them pool sticks, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Highly racist police and white supremacists. The gang were called In Chai, and they started to become quite notorious.
Boy, see, they be talking about our generation, and we be on some such shit. Look at how high them shorts were. You know what I'm saying? Those were some Daisy Dukes, man. Those were some Daisy Dukes. I probably wouldn't say that to his face because, you know, these niggas were banging. But, shit, them OGs was wild too, man. Y'all was wearing some different shit. In y'all area, y'all had Prince running around with his booty out. Nah, you ain't gonna just throw that such shit on us like it started with us. Let's go.
After two members were charged for the double murder of the two brothers against the highly racist police and white supremacists. The gang were called In Chai, and they started to become quite notorious after two members were charged for the double murder of the two brothers who were burnt alive in their post office. So as I said before, In Chai was starting to become more notorious after two members were charged for the double murder. Members from In Chai started hanging outside a Caribbean restaurant in Birmingham called Johnson's Caribbean Takeaway. They started to call themselves the Johnson Crew, or Johnnies for short. This was in the 90s when the crack and heroin market started booming in Birmingham, and the Johnnies wanted a piece of it. So started running up the drugs market and controlling security at some nightclubs where their drugs would be served. Using violent...
Hold up, in the 90s? So crack hit y'all in the 90s? Because with us, like, crack dropped in the 80s. Like, it's a whole thing. Like, they put it in the hood first. You know what I'm saying? It took, like, a couple extra years because it wasn't, like, all the 80s, I think. Yeah, it was early 80s crack dropped here. So it dropped in the 90s there. I think I heard that right. Let's take it back a little bit.
90s when the crack and heroin market started booming in Birmingham and the Johnnies wanted a piece of it. So takeaway. They started to call themselves the Johnson Crew, or Johnnies for short. This was in the 90s when the crack and heroin market started booming in Birmingham and the Johnnies wanted a piece of it. So started running up the drugs market and controlling security at some nightclubs where their drugs would be served. Using violent tactics to take over Jamaican yardies who once ran the drugs in the city. But in 1992, tensions between members of the Johnnies were started to mount after a member called Super D was charged for murdering another member over a female. This caused half of the Johnson Crew to break off from the gang and form their own gang up the road.
A nigga killing another nigga about a female brought the whole clique down. Typical shit, bro. I get disappointed when I hear shit like that. It's like every time, bro.
The locals started to call the break-off gang the Burger Boys because they would rob stores and go back to the Burger Bar Cafe on Soho Road in Handsworth, Birmingham, which is not too far from the Johnson's Caribbean Takeaway, where the original Johnson members were chill. There were also more tensions due to a number of other reasons, but the problem was the gangs didn't have a specific area where they were from. They just had takeaway spots they chilled at, and more time the opposing gangs would be living right next to each other in the same area, with the majority of them all growing up together and attending the same school. Then eventually both sides started picking areas which made more sense for them to rep, maybe just because that's where the majority of the members lived. So the Johnnies crew started claiming two areas called Los Hills and Aston, while Burger Bar members started claiming two areas called Handsworth and Winson Green, leaving some members who couldn't move house to switch gangs depending on the area sometimes. By 1994, the beef was in full swing, and members from both sides started tit-for-tat shootings. The same year in April, a group of Johnson members made their way to a party in Newtown and knocked on the door to the party. A man called Keith Copeland opened the door, and immediately Johnson members shot him in the head with a shotgun. Johnson's member named Ringo was originally charged for the murder, but was eventually found innocent due to a lack of witnesses and evidence. So the war was starting to heat up in the area. It was just going to get more hotter. In between Handsworth and Aston, which are two opposing areas in this feud, there was another estate called Newtown, which for the most part stayed neutral throughout the war. But this all changed when kids from the Newtown estate and members from the Johnsons were playing football in a park in Newtown. Burger Boys saw this and shot into the crowd of boys playing football, which resulted in Newtown siding with the Johnsons. And Newtown weren't here to play with the Burger Bar crew. A Burger Bar member called Ruben was chasing a Newtown member down the street when two Newtown members aged 13 and 15 then clocked onto this. They ran at Ruben and stabbed him over 20 times. The 13-year-old boy served 7 years for the...
Them niggas was on point. They was like, oh, he chasing good. He chasing bro. Hey, like, not to make a joke out of any of this shit, bro, but like, that shit, they came in the clutch, bro. They came in the fucking clutch.
With the Burger Bar crew. A Burger Bar member called Ruben was chasing a Newtown member down the street when two Newtown members aged 13 and 15 then clocked onto this. They ran at Ruben and stabbed him over 20 times. The 13-year-old boy served 7 years for the murder and was eventually released. But he hadn't even been out for a year yet when him and 5 other Johnson members ran into a nightclub and shot a bouncer after he attempted to stop them, which the 13-year-old was eventually sentenced to 30 years in prison for. The Johnsons...
Damn, that show you something about our rehabilitation system. I mean, like, ours and yours, because it's like, nigga, y'all are not making people better. This is not rehab, bro. Like, when people go through drug rehabs, they get out and they don't want to do drugs no more. They don't want to see them shit. Niggas get out the joint and be on that same bullshit. They just learn how to do it better. A little more quiet, you know what I'm saying?
Also shot another member of the Burger Bar crew called Bubbler when members surrounded his car and shot him in the head point blank range, killing him. By 1998, the two gangs had single-handedly rose the gun crime rate in Birmingham by 500%, making Birmingham the gun crime capital of the UK.
Is that when they all got strict on the gun laws? When these niggas wilding out in the 90s?
At one point, on a good day there will be one shooting, on a bad day there will be around 6.
Why we use Miro? Well, when I draw on a whiteboard...
There's only one shooting today. That's pretty decent.
Nobody sees it. But with Miro, we plan together in real time from...
around 6, which is crazy for a country where guns are illegal. The Burger Boys retaliated for their members...
Oh, it was already fucked up, okay.
being shot in the head. Burger members ran into a Johnson member's apartment called Menace and literally grabbed him and threw him out the window of his 10th floor apartment. A Burger Bar member was heard bragging about it and was arrested, but charges were dropped due to no evidence. But the Burger Boys really wanted...
So they heard a nigga bragging about it and took him to jail. Stupid ass police, boy, you...
to show the Johnsons they mean business, and ended 1999 with one of the most gruesome murders in this beef. It was New Year's Eve, and a Johnsons member called Corey went into a party in Winson Green, which is the territory of his ops, which are the Burger Bar crew, but found no one. But next day there was another party in Handsworth, which is again part of the Burger Bar's territory. Corey entered the party armed with a bulletproof vest and a shotgun, like he's about to enter a war zone map. At the party, he bucked into some Burger Bar...
Was he planning a kamikaze, nigga? Like, nigga, y'all gonna have to kill me in this bitch, bro. It ain't that deep, bro. I'm not going to my enemy party with a bulletproof vest on and a couple weapons, hoping to make it out alive after I take a couple of them out. Nigga, are you crazy? You know what? That's exactly what this nigga was. He ain't have it all.
Members, he told him to come outside. The Burger Bar members waited for him outside the alley, packed with guns. With a bulletproof vest and a shotgun, like he's about to enter a war zone map. At the party, he bucked into some Burger Bar members. He told him to come outside. The Burger Bar members waited for him outside the alley, packed with guns, and Corey walked outside towards them and shot his shotgun for the first shot, shooting one member in the hip. Burger Bar members then massacred Corey in a rain of bullets, basically surrounding him, shooting him over 70 times altogether. Eventually, after he was...
They shot that nigga like the motherfucking Terminator. They shot that nigga like, what's bro name? RoboCop. Y'all remember how they shot the original RoboCop before he turned to the RoboCop? They switched cheese all through that nigga. That was gruesome, son. Gruesome.
Shot so many times. A member even grabbed his own shotgun and began to start shooting Corey with it after he was dead. One of the men suspected of this murder was a Burger Bar member called Micah, who was actually shot himself a couple months after the murder of Corey. The police were working hard to try and get someone convicted for the massacre of Corey, because these murders and shootings were becoming more and more common, and no one was getting booked for them. Birmingham was starting to look like the Wild West. Police started begging witnesses to come through about the murder, and seeing that there was about 200 people at the party, police thought there would be enough witnesses for some people to try and go and testify against them. But
nope, niggas ain't on no snitching shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially back then, nigga. Snitches was getting stitches back then, bro.
Police underestimated the hold these two gangs had on the local population.
See?
Civilians were terrified of the two gangs.
See?
Snitching was one of the worst things you could get caught doing. Only one witness actually ended up...
Civilians couldn't even snitch back then, nigga. Nowadays, you can snitch and come back and put out an album. Some people bite. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Testifying eventually, but all she said was that she saw one member with a gun earlier, but this wasn't enough to prosecute anyone. And again, there was another unsolved murder in the area. Then the 2000s hit, and younger factions of both gangs started to emerge from the estates, and the Burger Bar name was starting to fade away, and most of the youngest from the area started claiming a new name called RMD, or BT1 Bangers. Same thing with the Johnsons crew. Youngest from the area started to roll around naming themselves Slash instead, which breeded a new generation of this war, RMD and BT1 Bangers versus Slash. But for the purpose of the video and to make it easier to understand the division, I'm going to keep the name to Johnsons and Burger Bar crew when referring to the two separate sides, because if not it can get quite confusing. And it didn't take long for the younger generation to follow suit of their elders. It was March 6th, 2000 outside the club in Birmingham called Fozzie's, and for once it seemed like a peaceful night. It hit the club 6 AM closing time and people started leaving the club. One of these people being a young father called Christopher Clark, who was known to chill with a few people associated with the Johnson crew. Around 10 younger members from the Burger Bar crew spotted Christopher and started bottling him, but then one member brought out a shank which stabbed him twice in the chest, which reached through his heart and killed him, and then the killers ran away from the scene. Christopher was known to hate the Johnsons, especially because they used to bother his girlfriend. 4 out of the 10 members were eventually caught, one of these including the Burger Bar member called 13, who was named after his prison cell number. A Johnson's crew member actually managed to shoot 13 in the leg for revenge, but he survived. 2 days after this shooting, 13 and 3 other members were arrested and charged for the murder, but all murder charges were eventually dropped and were lessened to a charge of violent disorder because the judges couldn't figure out who actually stabbed Christopher. See, this was about 12 years before joint enterprise was introduced, which is the law now where essentially you could be convicted for a crime your friend...
What the fuck? They still wearing powder wigs, bro? Are they still wearing powder wigs, bro? That shit crazy. That shit crazy. That's a tradition niggas can let die, bro. How I'm supposed to take you serious in the courtroom? And you got all this power over me. You can give me 100 years if you want to, and I can't chuckle at your hair.
Done if you have some type of involvement or role to play in it. For example, if you're beating somebody up and your friend ends up stabbing and killing them, you'll both be done for murder. So before this was introduced, it was hard for joint murders to be pinned on anyone. But the beef really started heating up after Burger Bar's boss, a man nicknamed Nozza, was shot while he parked up in his car on Johnson's crew territory. Nozza was then said to have planned a retaliation hit. A man linked to the Johnson's crew called Ashkai had just came out of prison and was back on the streets. He was posted up in his BMW on a nice sunny day when the Vauxhall car pulled up beside him. Inside the Vauxhall were two men with semi-automatic handguns, and more than 20 shots were fired at him, killing him in broad day on a residential street. Now the police wanted to catch the killers.
Broad day. That's that. I still got time. I be trying to make sure I still got time, bro, cause you know what I'm saying? I don't be wanting to have this bitch still going and I'm over here reacting. You know what I'm saying? Saying fire shit and the bitch just go off because I wasn't paying attention. You know what I'm saying? We get 20 minutes to record. Man, y'all need let's get back to this reaction.
Badly, but there was no evidence. The only evidence they had was a strand of Nozza's hair found inside the Vauxhall car. The police found that enough to be evidence to put Nozza down for the murder. But eventually, years later, Nozza got his appeal and was released under insufficient evidence. He wasn't out for long though, after being found guilty of running the national gun smuggling ring and was given a life sentence for the second time in his life. Now let's fast forward to 5 months' time. Remember 13, one of the members who was sentenced for his part of the murder of Christopher Clark. He had just been paroled from prison after serving 2.5 years and moved to a nearby town called West Brum and was trying to turn his life around and leave the gang life behind him. But as we know, the gang life doesn't work like that. When you're in, you're locked in for life. So 13 thinking he's starting a new life.
Yeah, you think you can change up. You gotta leave the city. You ain't gotta leave the state. You gotta leave the city, bro. You definitely gotta get out the area, bro. You gotta go where people don't really know you like that, cause especially if you done did damage out here. You think if you did some damage to my people, you come home, it's gonna be sweet? Like, hell no, nigga, it's still up. It's still up. Cause my nigga's still gone. Or however or wherever it played out, you know what I'm saying?
In the new town, started to hand out leaflets for a new promotional company he was trying to run. One of these leaflets going to 2 girls who had boyfriends of affiliates of the Johnson's crew. Real quick, one of the girls called their boyfriends and gave the drop on 13, and 2 members pulled up to the drop in a stolen BMW and fired 9 shots into 13, leaving him dead on the scene, which left both of the girls who set him up and the boys who killed him.
This bitch is ruthless out here. He is over there right now. This was a cold game, ain't it? It's a cold game, fool.
Them with life sentences. Then New Year's hit, and the Johnsons were throwing a New Year's party. The party started at a nightclub where Johnson's members were said to be mocking 13's death, which was somehow relayed onto Burger Bar members. The after party was in a cramped hair salon, which had over 150 people partying in there. Burger Bar.
The NBA on TNT celebrates MLK Day, starting with the arena. Very special day every year. Then the Grizz host.
The NBA don't give a fuck about MLK. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? I be hating when these companies be doing shit like that. And they always use Martin Luther King. You know what I'm saying? That's on some old other shit. What was that? Silverado made a commercial about Martin Luther King. You don't give a fuck about that man. Or what he cared about. Use Malcolm X. Show me you know more than one, you know what I'm saying? Civil rights activist. You know what I mean? But, yeah, these niggas just partying in hair salons, though. But I know some wild shit about to happen up in there. Hold on.
Started at a nightclub where Johnson's members were said to be mocking 13's death, which was somehow relayed onto Burger Bar members. The after party was in a cramped hair salon, which had over 150 people partying in there. Burger Bar got the drop quick and rid there in the red Mondeo with a Mac 10 and a couple handguns. While a group of Johnson members were outside with a bunch of girls, Burger Bar set fire onto the crowd, leaving 47 rounds on the scene. 6 people were shot, including 4 females and 2 males. One member even hopping out the car to get closer to shoot at certain individuals. 2 of these females.
Nigga said he hopped out the whip on their ass. Tragic.
Our shots included 2 cousins, Charlene Ellis and Letitia Charlene's. A man called Nathan was
Letitia Shakespeare? Is that a real name? I heard Shakespeare wasn't even a real person for real. It was just some made up shit. But That nigga got cousins and nieces and shit out here. Hold on.
I remember even hopping out of the car to get closer to shoot at certain individuals. Two of these female shots included two cousins, Charlene Ellis and Letisa Charlene's. A man called Nathan was the brother of Charlene, and he rang up his half-brother immediately called Marcus after the shooting, because Marcus was a member of the burger bars. Once Nathan told Marcus about the shooting, Marcus simply asked if they were dead. Nathan then checked and confirmed while crying that they're both dead. Marcus put down the phone and went on the run, realizing he had just took part of the murder of his own half-sister. 5 members were found guilty for the double murder, with one member nicknamed Dread.
Damn! Yeah, you killed your... this nigga... Because, you know, black people, you know what I'm saying, if you didn't know, we don't do that half-sister shit. Like, nigga, if we sister and brother, nigga, we sister and brother, nigga. That just is what it is. But, damn, bro, this nigga didn't...
Marcus about the shooting. Marcus simply asked if they were dead. Nathan then checked and confirmed while crying that they're both dead. Marcus individuals. Two of these female shots included two cousins, Charlene Ellis and Letisa Charlene's. A man called Nathan was the brother of Charlene, and he rang up his half-brother immediately called Marcus after the shooting, because Marcus was a member of the burger bars. Once Nathan told Marcus about the shooting, Marcus simply asked if they were dead. Nathan then checked and confirmed while crying that they're both dead. Marcus put down the phone and went on the run, realizing he had just took part of the murder of his own half-sister. 5 members were found guilty for the double murder, with one member nicknamed Dread eventually acquitted for the trial. But a couple days after Dread was bailed, he was shot 9 times in his head, back and neck by Johnson members. But
shit, you should've... Oh, nigga, you should've stayed up in there. God damn, they was waiting for you to come on. You could...
Dread was actually on another 2 murders.
Sometimes jail be saving niggas' lives and niggas don't even be knowing, like... Yeah, it's probably better for you to be sitting down for a little while, because these streets are on fire, nigga.
The charges after this, but both also got dropped before he was eventually convicted and sentenced for his 4th murder charge in 2015 in an internal situation. So at this point, there were countless tit-for-tat shootings and murders, which I could talk about for hours. But let's fast forward to 2004.
Bro, how did this nigga did... You said this is 4th murder charge this year? Like... My nigga, like, what are y'all doing? Like, the police, to the police. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck are y'all doing? These niggas just out here murdering. You know what I'm saying? Getting out, going home and shit. That's why the 90s was so fucked up, bro. Well, no, this the early 2000s they in now.
Before he was eventually convicted and sentenced for his 4th murder charge in 2015 in an internal situation. So at this point, there were countless tit-for-tat shootings and murders, which I could talk about for hours. But let's fast forward to 2004, when the Johnson's crew started to hit the booth under their new name Slash. These were in the Channel U days, which was a channel back in the day that used to broadcast all the new UK rap and grime shit. It was pretty much the link up.
Not back then for us, it was, well, they called it the box. I don't remember the box like that. I remember 106 in Park. You know what I'm saying? We was calling up there trying to get, not calling, but voting on the motherfucking videos we wanted to see or whatever. The box, Rap City. You know what I'm saying? But
Up TV and GRM Daily before YouTube came out, and Slash started to get some serious traction on the channel, even collabing with the American group Dipset, which is something impressive to do back then to get recognition and even jump on a track with an American. The group's
Dipset, Al.
Started to rise some controversy as well though, when the member was shot dead in the middle of a music video for a track called Hardball after an internal dispute. And after Burger Bar members started making diss tracks back to the Slash crew, it was starting to become clear from the outside that Slash wasn't any normal music group. While this was all happening, there was more issues brewing up in the town. A 14-year-old black girl was caught stealing in the Asian hair shop and was supposedly dragged to the back of the shop and sexually assaulted by several Asian men. This took place in Newtown, which was an area affiliated.
Oh hell no, bro! What the fuck is that? Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that, nigga. What? For stealing? I shoot that shit up, bro. Niggas got me fucked up.
Up in the town, a 14-year-old black girl was caught stealing in the Asian hair shop and was supposedly dragged to the back.
14, bro? Man, we burning that bitch down. Everybody getting killed, nigga. Fuck that.
To the shop and sexually assaulted by several Asian men. This took place in Newtown, which was an area affiliated with the Johnsons. So they rioted, burnt down and smashed up Asian shops around the town. Right. This caused massive brawls between black and Asian people, resulting in one black guy called Isaiah Young Sam being stabbed to death by several Asians. In one day of rioting, there was one murder, countless shootings, and 35 people seriously wounded. The riots ended up lasting another 2 days, when Newtown gangs were starting to shoot at Asian gangs in an attempt to get revenge for Isaiah. In one occasion, armed police were searching for a gang that was spotted shooting at a group of Asians. The group ran off while helicopters were searching for them. While running, an 18-year-old called Aaron accidentally pushed over his friend called Dwayne while they were scattering away from police. The fall ended up with Dwayne accidentally discharging his handgun, shooting his friend Aaron in the head, killing him instantly. This ignited a whole different feud in the area between Johnson's gangs, which were predominantly Caribbean, against...
Yo, that guy, man, what the hell am I watching, bro? The hell are y'all? Y'all, them niggas was tweaking, bro. Early 2000s? Them niggas was tweaking, bro.
Asian gang, but for a bit of time it was mainly just tensions between the both races and some rare little sparks of violence until the 13th.
Yeah, they're really wild with these.
Can this beanie hat protect my head from harmful 4G and 5G cell phone radiation? My EMF meter is going.
I'm not in about to entertain
The
this.
13th of October 2006, when 2 black gang members from Newtown stabbed 2 Asian gang members. This was the same day of a man called Blanks' 20th birthday, who was also a Johnson's affiliate gang member. And without Blanks having any prior knowledge of the previous attack one of his members done in an Asian that day, he was shot in the chest and killed on his birthday. This murder was followed up by countless shootings, with 2 Asian men even being shot in the face 3 days later. And later on in the month, a well-known Asian gang leader was shot to death in
all this cause y'all done raped somebody that y'all could have just called the police on, bro. Let me stop saying y'all, cause these people done raped somebody, they could have just called the police, bro. The police will already be kicking our ass, bro. Call the police. They'll whoop our ass in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that sucker shit, bro. That shit is sick.
At his shop when 2 men walked into his shop and shot him twice in the head with a shotgun. Now let's fast forward to one of the biggest moments in UK history in recent years. Summer of 2011, when a man called Mark Duggan was shot and killed by police.
Yeah, 2011, Mark Duggan. That's somebody had just told me about, bro. That's Bando K-Pops. That's Bando K-Pops. Damn. So that's...
In London, the whole country rioted. And if you was around these times, you would know the whole country was in anarchy, including Birmingham. In one occasion, a group of men lured police towards a pub after firebombing it, and then began shooting at the police once they arrived.
Hey! I'm seeing a lot of, like, political activism going on in this video or whatever. Seemed like y'all went through that just as much as we did, so... with us, they start shooting down our leaders. Like, anybody who was strong, had presence, could talk their ass off, they was shooting them down broad daylight. You know what I'm saying? I.e. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, they paid niggas to kill. You know what I'm saying? They silenced niggas. They was shooting, they was shooting fucking college students down that was speaking on campuses, bro. It's like, it was a wild time, bro. So, were they silencing y'all political activists out there? You know what I'm saying? Put me on.
6 men were sentenced for 12 to 30-year stretches, and quite a lot of older members got sentences for their roles they played in the riots, which made it quite a weird time once the riots were done, and made the older gangs, which were Johnson and Burger Bar affiliated, more relevant. And around these times, the new generation was starting to grow up. Didn't have much ties towards the old feuds that were going on, starting a new feud, with members from the Handsworth, Winston Green and Hockside calling themselves AR, or Armed Response, and members from Newtown calling themselves GMG, or Get Money Gang. By the mid-2010s, both gangs had brought gun violence back to Birmingham, with over 20 reported...
We bringing that old feeling back. We bringing that old thing back. Yeah, that shit wild. They done took us all the way from the fucking early 90s to... it's like, what, 2011 they just said around that time? These niggas still going at it.
Shootings between...
that's how that shit be. And it ain't got shit to do with the initial shit that sparked it off. It never do. Like, it's impossible for you to still be getting back for the first shit that it made any of this go down. That's crazy. Time really don't heal all wounds, do it? Because you just get more wounds. I don't know.
between both of them within a fortnight. And not too long after the big spell shooting, a song dropped on YouTube called M to the N from a member of the AR side called Lynch, referencing real moments like when a 16-year-old got shot in the back at a barbecue. When police found this video, they started investigating Lynch heavily, especially after a bullet was found under his car after a shooting was linked to him. And he looked even more suspicious after him and another member was arrested in September after their car was stopped and searched. And Balaclava...
This nigga showing his face. I don't know what's wrong with him. If everybody else got masks on, goddammit, I want a mask on too, cause you know what I'm saying, they gonna come to me first. You feel me? I don't wanna be the one easily spottable. You can't wear your own merch in these videos either. It's like, yeah, but that's him. Ain't nobody else wearing that shit.
Gloves and stab vests were found inside the car. After months of investigating, police managed to link Lynch to 6 shootings and found drugs, ammunition and a gun stashed in his house, slapping him with a 27-year sentence. Lynch really put drill music on the radio.
Ain't he the only one with his fucking mask off in the video?
In Birmingham though, because after Lynch was arrested, his rivals GMG started dropping drill tunes laced with disses towards the AR gang, which started to intensify the rivalry and increase the shootings in the area. So police launched, which was at the time the biggest gang injunction in the UK on both of the gangs. This injunction banned 18 members from GMG and AR from Birmingham, despite them living and growing up in the city. And if they were caught in Birmingham, they'd be facing an instant 2-year sentence.
Bro, they banned niggas from the city? I didn't even know that was possible. Like, y'all niggas, let me make sure I got time. Like, y'all niggas can't even come here no more. They done banned niggas from the city. I never heard of a American city doing that shit. But like, oh nah, y'all can't come here. Y'all come here, y'all all getting 20 years, nigga. A piece, bro. No parole. You know what I'm saying?
This injunction also banned members from making drill music, which they believe to be one of the sources intensifying the beat. And if you look on YouTube,
see, I'll be clear, that's racist. You know what I'm saying? Even if it didn't come from a racist place, I'd have called them racist for trying to ban drill music. Like, this our art, this how we deal with our emotions. You know what I'm saying? This is for our mental health. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get this out somehow. You trying to ban our music? Yeah, call them racist. You know what I'm saying? It worked for us. You know, I don't know.
You'll find most songs from both sides are re-uploads.
Yeah, or they kind of don't care. But, you know, like, y'all, that's racist. They be like, so, the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Because the originals got removed from YouTube as part of the injunction. But this gang injunction wasn't stopping anything on the street, so the police started getting more hands-on, sending out undercover officers to survey areas of high gang activity. In one occasion, undies were patrolling the block of the AR gang when 2 members...
They call undercover officers undies.
From the AR gang fired 2 shots into the undies car, thinking it was the rival gang GMG working on their block. Which makes sense why they thought that, because the beef in the area was as tense as ever.
If they over here riding around thinking shit sweet, get your undercover cop shot up, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it happens. Can't be mad, nigga. You was over here spinning the block 3-4 times, nigga. It's real scary out here, nigga.
To this situation, GMG members were out looking for AR members in Winson Green. They were in a Ford Cougar, packed with members, and started shooting at a group outside the takeaway they thought were AR members. They didn't end up hitting anyone, so they were out looking for more members. When they found an AR member called K Rizzy's Mercedes parked outside his dad's house, so the GMG members let out fire onto his car, hitting K Rizzy's innocent passenger who was sitting inside the car. See, K Rizzy wasn't even in the car at the time. He was inside his dad's house while his friend was sitting.
That's why I always say, do not be sitting in the car. When y'all just waiting outside, your boy go kick it in his, go to his mama house. You go in his mama house too. Or go on the porch. Or go somewhere, bro, to where you ain't just a sitting target, bro. Niggas be ducks out here.
And outside his. So when he came back and heard the news of his friend getting shot, he lost his head. The next day, K Rizzy and another AR member called Dazar were looking for revenge on GMG's block with a Mac 11. They found father of 4 Skelly outside a set of shops and let fire into him, killing him instantly. And both were eventually sentenced to life for this murder. Then the new wave of drill came to Birmingham, which was mainly led by a gang in Newtown called Nine Boys, who were linked to GMG. One artist which you might have heard of is called Trills. He blew up after getting 3.5 million views on his hit song Birmingham City. And his name was even more hot when in March of this year he was stabbed in the head by AR members. Well,
that's nasty, nigga. They did him dirty. they did my
Adventure
dog
Time. After
dirty.
6 schoolboys from Newtown and Aston rid out to Handsworth in a 7-seater car, shooting and stabbing a 15-year-old AR member called K1 while he was talking to his girlfriend outside his house. Currently, 4 youths between 14 to 17 have denied murder, and they will go to trial in October. Now, there's been quite a few more situations of deaths which have happened recently, but I'm not going to cover them in this video. But this war has been going on for longer than 25 years and isn't going anywhere. And I'm pretty sure some of the gang members who rep both sides now don't even know about half the people which have died for the same gang they rep. So guys, just think about that next time you find yourself in these situations. It's been your boy Kid Nerd, and peace out.
I ain't about to be in that situation. I've been chilling. I feel like I made it through the most traumatic times. You know what I'm saying? Hey, anyway, if y'all in them situations, then get the fuck out of town, bro. It ain't no reason to stay in. It ain't no reason to stay in this shit, bro. It ain't no reason to stay involved with this shit, bro. It's pointless. Niggas gonna die, bro, and eventually it's gonna be your turn to either die or go to jail, bro. So yeah, fuck that. I wanna live a long life, you know what I'm saying? Kick it with my kids, raise them niggas up, you know what I'm saying? Watch my family grow, you know. I wanna age gracefully, bro. You feel me? But anyway, fam, if you like this video, if you want me to react to something different, you know what I'm saying, let me know in the comment section. Till the next time, bro, y'all be smooth, stay out the way. Go check out my new song, Niggas for Life. It's on the page. Ain't no comments on it because I put kids' pictures in it. It's me and my little cousin. Well, me and my big cousin. He older than me, but he was my little big cousin. You know what I'm saying? He was over there playing the game, and YouTube don't let that happen. Like anything with kids, no comments. So, you know, that is what it is. But y'all go check that video out, run them likes up. Till the next time, bro. Y'all be smooth, stay out the way. We out.